There, the harvest is done. We have gathered the sheaves. Now we can prepare for the joyful Feast of Tabernacles at Jerusalem.
At last! The olives have all been pressed and the oil stored in bottles. Now we shall prepare for the journey to Jerusalem and the Feast of Tabernacles.
Soon all the grape juice will be in jars. Then we can go to Jerusalem. I enjoy so much the Feast of Tabernacles. It is the most happy time of the entire year.
Are we going to live in a tent this year, Father? Of olive boughs and palm branches?
Of course, son. Everyone does. Jerusalem itself and the surrounding hills take on the appearance of living green. From housetops to mountain summits, people erect and use living green tents.
But Jesus is our brother, and we have a right to talk to him and ask him some questions. Find out what he's going to do.
I doubt he'll answer, but go ahead. You question him. I'll listen.
Oh, now come, Jesus. For quite a while now you've not attended the feasts in Jerusalem. Why? Well, we think it's time you should go. Leave Galilee and go to the Feast of Tabernacles. Show the people what you can do, the power you have. No man does great things in secret, but to be known openly, Jesus. We're your brothers. We know what's best for you. And we say, if you do these great things, show yourself to the world, then the leaders in Jerusalem will believe and honor you.
My time is not yet come.
Your time?
The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify against the evil in the world. Go ye unto the feast. I go not up yet unto this feast, for my time is not yet fully come.
Oh, all right. Come on, brother. Jesus is stubborn as always. We'll go to the feast without him. We'll have to admit, brother, that this is a beautiful sight. Everywhere. On housetops, in street corners, in open places, along the city walls, on the surrounding hills and valleys, everywhere one looks are tents made of living green. Oh, truly the harvest time.
Greetings, strangers. Welcome to Jerusalem.
Greetings, my fellow. We're happy to visit Jerusalem. We abide in Nazareth.
Nazareth? Oh, that's where Jesus is from. Oh, do you know him?
Well, rather well. Yeah, he happens to be our brother.
Step-brother.
Well, my fortune is good this day. I've been wanting to ask someone about Jesus, and I run into his brothers. You will answer my questions?
Surely.
If we can.
Well, you know if he is the Messiah or not, don't you?
Well, we're not sure.
He claims to be, doesn't he?
Yes, at times he says he is.
He performs miracles?
So people say.
But you, his brothers, aren't sure if he does or not?
Well, no. Yeah. Well, I mean, we have seen him perform a few miracles.
But then he must have the power that you...
Here comes a scribe and an elder.
Oh.
We must not speak openly of Jesus. No man dares for fear of the leaders.
Yes, my friend, it's a beautiful sight. But the seventh and last day of the feast is the most impressive of all. On that day, the great ceremony that reminds us of bringing water from the rock in the wilderness is enacted. Oh, a most beautiful and touching sight.
No, but what do the people think about him? His own people. I'm come from a far land.
Some say that he's merely a good man. Others say he deceiveth the people. But most of the people think that... Something's happening over there. Why, it's our brother.
Jesus?
Jesus.
It is Jesus. He came to the ceremonies after all. I'll say one thing for him. He has nerve. Shows no fear whatsoever. And he certainly knows how much the elders and scribes and Pharisees hate him and are seeking cause for his death.
Appears as if he's about to speak to the multitude.
Here in the temple? Well, the scribes and priests won't let him. Or will they?
They fear him more than he does them. They dare not stop him. He will speak. Let's go nearer so we can hear every word.
And Jesus spoke unto the people there in the temple court. The multitude was spellbound. The very men who were the most violently opposed to him felt themselves powerless to do him harm. For the time, all other interests were forgotten. Day after day, Jesus spake to the people.
All the people are marveling at the knowledge and power and learning with which Jesus speaks, yet he has no schooling at all. But he speaks with more authority and assurance than the scribes and priests themselves, and his knowledge of Scriptures is far above that of anyone anywhere. How? Why?
Perhaps because of his many hours in the woods and among things of nature. He was always running off to the hills, remember? And we thought it was to get out of work, but perhaps. I wonder.
You wonder? What?
Could it be that the angels taught him?
Well, such a thing could be, I suppose.
I think they did. There's no other way he could have gained so much learning. Special messengers from on high, angels from God.
The last day of the Feast of Tabernacles was the great day. On that morning the people were weary from the long season of festivity. They had been engaged in a continuous scene of pomp and festivity. Their eyes had been dazzled with light and color, and their ears regaled with the richest music. But there had been nothing in all this to meet the wants of the Spirit, nothing to satisfy the thirst of the soul for that which perisheth not. Suddenly, Jesus lifted up his voice in tones that rang throughout the courts of the temple.
If any man thirst, let him come to me and drink. He that believeth on me, as the Scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.